brings the number 16 ranking to the res line for Wisconsin. Lenny Pinto from Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania state champion. Here is Shane Liegel, the Midlands champion. He had a 12-match win streak snapped this past Friday in East Lansing from Elaine Delcheski 8-2. But he has been really, really good in this Wisconsin lineup.
Yeah, he really has, and he's done a lot with his athletic ability. He's just won some gritty matches. We saw that happen in the Midlands Championships here in his quest of winning a title there. Just a guy that just gets after it, you know, and keeps his balance, I think, pretty well, and has a clear definition of how he wants to try to win matches.
And anytime I'm watching Lenny Pinto, Jim, I'm paying a special attention to the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, because he's explosive. He lets guys in on shots, great defense, and he's always looking for the pin.
Pinto 3-1 in Big Ten duels. His lone defeat to Minnesota's Isaiah Salazar. That was a 4-1 score. 6-1 in dual meets overall for the Big Red. Just so strong and physical at this weight class. Lenny Pinto, 4th at the Cliff King Invitational.
Keep your feet moving.
Navy Classic champion.
But a good sign for Liegel, though, is getting into the ties that he wants to get into. And you got to be a little bit careful when you wrestle Pinto. He's very comfortable with those overhooks, okay? So I think so far it's a good sign for Liegel. He's been doing his scouting, getting to the inside right there, controlling, moving it off of it. But you can't put too much forward pressure into a guy like Pinto because he'll go ahead and try to throw you any time in this position. You know, a lot of guys will get sucked into kind of driving in, dropping into a double from here. You know, they got the tie they want. They got their head in a good position. They follow it up, and that's what Pinto does. Is he tosses you
Good job. Full circle.
off of your forward pressure.
No score, 125 first period.
Good job.
So far, Liegel keeping his own balance.
Full circle.
Liegel, a 4-time All-American at Loris, a Division III school in Dubuque, Iowa. 2-time finalist, won the Division III national title in 2021. And here he is, wrestling in his home state, wearing that Badger singlets out of Spring Green, Wisconsin, River Valley High School. Oh, nice arm drag attempt there from Pinto.
Just drives right into that underhook position. Again, you're going to try to get your head up a little bit if you're Pinto. Now he comes back over the top and tosses him. That's the power that he has. You know, just dove in and got to the hips, and then knew all along he was going to basically throw his, rethrow again in that position. That's all Pinto power.
3-0, half a minute remaining first period against the Escape. A little bit surprised by that?
Yeah, I am a little bit, but a lot of that was just hustle by Liegel, it seemed.
One more sprint. Oh, 15. Yes. Both sides.
Down to 10 seconds.
Finish period.
Oh, nice shot. Switches off to a double. Pinto scoops the leg, scores.
That's why he did. Exactly. Here's some of that Pinto power, Jim.
Yeah. I love that what he did here. You know, arm drag. Then the attack right there with that right arm. And, you know, right here, it looks like most guys are going to end up in a stalemate right there with both heads on the mat. Right, but he switches him up, gets that head, and goes with that body lock position over the top. Now, a nice little high crotch switch to a double real quickly. Notice how he switched quickly. They didn't wrestle like that in Division III.
Coach Manning loves that action from Pinto up out of his chair in the corner. As Lenny starting the second period on bottom after scoring 2 takedowns in the first. It's almost like he heard us, Jim, and said, "You got questioning me giving the escape? I'll show you why I cut it."
Right.
Gets that late takedown in the first.
Now, and he, again, nothing can get you used to that power that Pinto has.
Well, you look at his core.
Yeah.
Cinder block hips.
Cinder block hips.
Those are some cinder blocks crashing down. Last place you want to be is underneath the hips of Lenny Pinto. Super physical at the weight class.
Yeah, you don't want to be under his hips, but you don't want to be over his hips, because you're over his hips here, you're flying. Yeah. Bad dude.
Parker Keckheisen ranked #1 in the country at the weight class. Dustin Platt of Oklahoma State ranks second.
Both
Those
guys.
two, Matt Keckeisen beating the Cowboy this week.
Yeah, both those guys, though, I really love the pace that they're wrestling at 184. Keckeisen, you know, always on the attack and just wears guys down with that. But Dustin Platt's kind of turned into that guy, too.
Platt, a nice win last night against Feldkamp of Iowa State, and the Cowboys win over the Cyclones in Stillwater.
Overhook position. Pinto,
Wrestle through the position.
he just, again, illegal.
Stalemate.
Very smart on his part. I really respect high IQ, the way he's jumped up here to the Division I level and just understands wrestling so well. He's probably going to be a great coach someday.
Fourth, Liegel. So wrestling at Wisconsin's father, Ralph.
25.
Brothers Scott and Seth. Great family. Ralph, his father, mother Mary. Short time in the second period. After 2 takedowns in the first period, Pinto with an escape here in the second to extend his advantage. And he'll take that 6-point lead to the third.
Red, flex down.
Liegel wasting no time. He'll go on bottom. Tomorrow, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, join Rick Pizzo and me for Big Ten Wrestling and Beyond, and we will talk with Minnesota 157-pounder Michael Blockus. Another one of the guys in the fray at 157, coming off some really big wins in recent weeks.
You know, that's one of those guys that spent all summer, you know, training for another art form there, mixed martial arts, and
One escape.
you can just really tell it's helped his wrestling. Calm out there on the attack, a lot of poise. I'm sure you discussed that with him, Shane, in detail, but got to be excited about where he is in the season. Big wins.
Might see a mat return or two. We've seen a couple of absolute banger of mat returns. Down to 120 here in this match.
So if you're legal, you just got to, okay, what am I going to do to get my offense up? Now, I've got that underhook, and in most of the situations, I've been able to go ahead and push guys off the mat, but you can't do that to Lenny. Pinto is going to toss you. So he gets the tie he wants, look for him to go ahead and shoot. See if he has something there. Kind of got to create activity. Beautiful work there. He really threatened Pinto there. Again, I really like what I see from Liegel.
Gets that underhook on the left side. At least had it momentarily.
Yeah, it had a great angle, but and again, he's got done enough to stay out of a lot of the damage there. But the the power of Pinto, he's turned the match around.
Pinto back in on a single leg.
Trying to cut the corner, wrestling the whole time. He's got a good reaction to that shot. Pinto gets out of it.
Short time, 20 seconds remaining.
Lenny Pinto, 5th in the Big Ten's last March, an NCAA qualifier. Looking to get on that stand in Kansas City. This guy's wrestling hard, Jim, every second.
He is, and it's really Liegel, really kind of going after Pinto, and that's what you see. That's what he had. He couldn't go all the way in, drive him in, because Pinto would be able to toss him like that. A good effort by Liegel.
7-2 decision for Lenny Pinto. Pinto now 15-3 on the season. 4-1 in Big Ten duels. Gets the win on this Sunday in Madison.
For Nebraska,
197